base was built at a point of land known as Sewell's Point, and the piers we'll see ahead of us here are often referred to as a DNS, or destroyer and submarine piers. The piers of the base are also numerically numbered. Beyond those piers, you would also find the Naval Air Station as approximately 150 aircraft that is stationed here as well. The piers ahead of us here are often referred to as a DNS, or destroyer and submarine piers, and these piers are also numerically numbered. For example, the first pier coming up on our right is Pier 1. We're not going to find any ships on Pier 1 today. In fact, over the past month and a half or so, we've seemed to have had a mass exodus of U.S. warships departing from the base, carriers, with the carriers underway replenishment ships, and also escort ships that travel with them. Fewer ships we ordinarily will see. We'll still see ships of every class, just not the sheer number of ships we'd ordinarily be able to point out to you. On a good day, you'll see probably about 40-45 ships at the base. There'll be fewer than that today. So you get those ships on Pier 1 today. But let's now jump up to the second pier of the base, which is Pier 2. On Pier 2 today, we're going to find 3 of the United States Navy's Aegis-equipped warships. We mentioned early in the tour at the private shipyard of EA, we can see ships of the Ticonderoga class and ships of the Arleigh Burke class. We want to see ships of both of those classes here in the second pier of the base. So starting up on this side of the pier, we'll find one of the Navy's newer Arleigh Burkes. It's a $2 billion warship with the upgraded weapons and electronics support. Hull number 103 and short of the white is the USS Truxtun. On the other side of the pier for the Truxtun, we're going to find 2 of the Navy's Ticonderoga or Aegis class guided missile cruisers. Those ships are like the Angio, also the very first ship we pointed out to in this afternoon's tour. Both these classes of ships here are equipped with the world's most advanced naval weapon system, which is known as Aegis. The word Aegis is a Greek word. It means shield. The shield referred to on these ships is a superior air defense system. Primary function or goal of the Aegis-equipped ship is to escort and to defend the battle group from airstrike. Quite versatile, the ships to your right may also strike land-based targets from hundreds of miles away. They can engage and destroy enemy surface ships and submarines, but these ships to your right, they specialize primarily in air defense. At the heart of the Aegis system, the ships to your right carry aboard a new type of radar. It's called Spy-1. If you'll direct your attention to the upper structures of the 3 ships on that pier, you'll find on their upper structures what look like some 8-sided or octagon-shaped plates. They're kind of shaped like stop signs, and the plates are slightly lighter gray in color than the surrounding area. If you located any of the 8-sided plates on these ships, you've just located the heart of the Aegis system, which is called a Spy-1 radar. Spy-1 is fixed to stationary, meaning ships like the 3 on our right will carry 4 of those aboard. Radars are situated so they'll emit signals in a 360-degree radius completely around the ship, and Spy-1 will allow those ships to your right to track over 1,000 targets at the same time. While tracking all those targets, they can keep tabs on friendly aircraft and friendly ships that operate within their vicinity. At the same time, they can also determine those targets that are considered to be hostile. When a target has been verified as hostile, Aegis has the ability of selecting an appropriate weapon and launching that weapon to engage and destroy the threat. The entire process from start to finish, it takes only fractions of a second, which is really amazing. The 3 ships here on right are heavily armed. Each of these ships on their bow carry a fully automated 5-inch gun. Newer ships of the Arleigh Burke class, like the Truxtun, carry what is called a 5-inch 62. The gun has an effective range of about 18 miles using a conventional round. 2 ships on the left side of the pier carry a different gun mount called a 5-inch 54. They carry 2 of those on the cruisers, one up on the bow, the other on the stern. The 5-inch 54 can fire a conventional round with a range of about 13.5 miles. By the way, the weapons on these ships, the gun mounts will pump out 20 rounds per minute, and the weight of the 5-inch projectile is roughly 70 pounds. These ships also carry more close-in weapons called Vulcan phalanx. We'll try and point that weapon out to you on another ship in a few minutes. But in addition to the gun systems, these 3 ships to your right will carry on board an array of missiles. And on board these ships, most of their weaponry launched through what is called the VLS, the vertical launch system. Simply put, missiles are stored and launched through vertical cells located below the ship's main deck. On a destroyer like the Truxtun to your right, between 2 VLS launchers on that ship, the Truxtun carries up to 96 missiles situated in vertical launch. 2 ships on the left side of the pier that are somewhat larger in size will carry 122 missiles in their VLS and vertical launch systems. The advantage to having missiles launched the VLS allow the ships to your right a rapid offload of many types of missiles at the same time, enabling the ships to engage and to destroy many different targets at once. This would greatly increase their survivability as well as their capability to defend the ships within the surrounding battle group. Most important weapon deployed from an Aegis-equipped ships, the SM-2 Block 3 standard surface-to-air missile allows ships like the 2 and 3 on our right to engage and destroy high-performance aircraft or incoming missiles about 70 miles out. Select ships of these classes may also carry aboard the extended range version of that missile, giving those ships the ability to engage and to destroy a short to an intermediate range ballistic missile in its initial takeoff. Not all the ships have that capability, but several of them do, as part of the United States Navy's anti-ballistic missile defense program. Be sure this time with ships just like the three NRI currently stationed off the Korean Peninsula for that reason. Ships here also carry aboard the long-range land attack missile called Tomahawk that allowed them to strike land-based targets hundreds of miles away. They may engage the enemy surface ship over the horizon with a low-flying sea-speed missile called Harpoon. They have excellent anti-submarine warfare capabilities. These ships carrying aboard the Mark 46 torpedo can also launch from their aft-deck helicopters that would assist those ships in detecting, locating, and destroying the enemy submarine. The Arleigh Burke's like the Truxton to your right. She's 509 foot long. The ship's about 59 foot across the beam and carries a crew of right around 340. These ships on the left side of the pier that are both cruisers of the Ticonderoga class are larger. Those ships are 566 foot long, 55 foot across her beam, and they carry a crew of around 375. The easiest way for you to identify the Aegis equipped ships in the base this afternoon is simple. Look at their upper structures. Locate one of those 8 sided or opticon shaped plates, which is the Spy 1 radar. It means it's an Aegis equipped ship. Next pier ahead of us is Pier 3, which is often referred to as the submarine pier. In Norfolk, Virginia, we have only fast attack submarines home ported here. The Navy's largest subs that carry ballistic missiles are stationed to the south of us down in Kings Bay, Georgia. We have only attack subs in Norfolk. We're going to find 4 subs on Pier 3 to our right today. Let's start off with the 2 subs of the